and in today we've got plenty to do. I've got a 2013 that's coming with a DPF fault. So in today's video I'm going to have to go and test drive this vehicle, and I'll be able to run you through what I do to try and rectify the faults, to try and save the customers as much money as I can. Now on some occasions, what I will tell you is no two DPF repairs are ever the same, and on some very rare occasions there's nothing we can do, and it does get expensive because you've got to change everything, and sometimes that can even include injectors. So I've got to organise some diesel for it, and we'll go on a test drive and I'll show you how we'll do with this DPF repair. Just a message to my trolls. Just want to say a big thank you, because you're the very reason why I have this YouTube channel. So, you know, what can I say to you? Thank you guys. You know, it's sort of like you've made me famous. Thank you. Diesel guys. I know the green. I've only ever used diesel, don't use petrol. Right, today alone I've had about 8 phone calls over DPF, so I thought it'd be relevant to do this today, so let's go get some diesel. Right guys, so we've got the diesel in this cab star now on a 2013 plate, and as you can see, DPF lights on there and engine management layers on there. At this moment in time, scan tool's going through, it's telling me it's got 4 engine codes. Now it's important when you're doing a DPF regeneration that the engine's at optimum temperature. You can't do it when the engine's cold, and you must also check the oil level. Don't know what we're putting that.
Heaters?
Oh yeah, make sure you've got the heaters on full. And like I said, the engine's got to be at optimum temperature. So let's see what this bad boy does. We'll let it warm up and come back to me in a bit, guys. Because it's the law, the mechanics need to test drive cars. This won't go above 2000 RPM. So, if you're going to do this manually, you've literally got to hold, well, 3000 RPM. You've literally got to hold the accelerator pedal flat to the floor, and eventually what will happen, I mean, we're going up a slight hill here at the minute, but eventually what will happen is you'll slightly start getting more RPM and more RPM as the DPF becomes more unblocked. And if you look out the back, the miles of smoke we've got. So we've got ourselves a poorly cab star, but don't you worry, we'll fix her. So right guys, so you can see on scan tool there all the relevant fault codes, which are all relevant to the DPF. As I've said, no two DPFs are ever the same, and you come back with different faults and different things can happen between now and then. I could have fault injectors, I could have burnout glow plugs. Definitely needs a suction control valve and a filter. If you've just seen the filter, I don't think he's had a diesel filter in his life. So guys, I know the work trucks, but you still got to look after him, you still got to service them, otherwise they end up coming to me. The chance that I'm going to be able to do, if you can hear the engine, we're nearly touching second gear, 4000 RPM, and I just hold that there and hold it and hold it, drop it to third gear now, and it's dropped to just under 2.5, but the revs are picking up. So we are unblocking the DPF manually. So you can do it yourself, guys. Yeah. Right guys, so I've got some really good progress with this truck now. I can hold it up in third gear at 4000 RPM. It's not quite completely completed because, you know, I need to spend a bit more time with it, but at least I've given you an idea. Now this is relevant to all DPF vehicles. I'm noticing that on those groups, on his Facebook group, the MP300s are having problems after 5,000–6,000 miles, and that's because you need to, really need to, if you have a DPF vehicle, on very cold mornings, is let it warm up for 5 or 10 minutes before you actually set off, and that's vital. If you do that, you'll save yourself an absolute fortune. Right, my upcoming video is Paul Parnell's V6 engine. We've all been looking forward to seeing this engine and what needs to be done. So I'm really looking forward to getting my grips on that next week. And if you need my help and assistance at all, well, you know, you can get me on 01274 640028, email westyorkshireengines@gmail.com, or give us a like and come again.